Hello, dear friends. Welcome to another installment of Learning with Emmanuel series. Today's message is from the book Words of Life Eternal by Emmanuel, and it's called In Constant Renewal. In this book series, on this message series, these messages are inspired by this free translation that I've done, and we use parts of the message to learn and to use it as inspiration for you and I to have a more fulfilling and encompassing life. So today's message is titled, one second to make sure I get the message in constant renewal. So today, one more day, we publish this first in the morning. If you're watching this other times, that's okay. We're constantly renewing ourselves. Just think about it, even from the point of view of biology. Your body is not the same that it was when you were born. It's not the same as 2 months ago. It's not the same as a decade ago. Every 90 days, you renew most of your red blood cells in the body. So we are in constant renewal, even in this physical vessel that allows you and I to be in this world reincarnated. And the constant renewal happens in both realms of life. We renew ourselves in the spiritual realm, and we renew ourselves in the physical realm. This message starts with a Bible quote from Paul, saying today, Ephesians chapter 4, verse 23, quote, "Be renewed in spirit." And Emmanuel will comment, because this message is from the book Words of Life Eternal, or Words of Eternal Life, by the Spirit Emmanuel through the mediumship of Francisco Candido Xavier. So, comments by Emmanuel. Improving for good is a requirement of the law. Often you say you're tired, without resources to undertake your transformation. You believe yourself sick, incapable. You say you're unfit, almost lifeless. Yet now, as for centuries and centuries, nature everywhere is in a sublime rebirth. So Emmanuel is reminding us that sometimes we say to ourselves we're tired, we're sick, unfit, yet nature around us is showing to us rebirth every day. We rebirth ourselves when we go from the place of origin to a different place, when we naturalize as citizens elsewhere, when we immigrate. When immigrate, we have to rebirth ourselves in the new culture we are in. We rebirth ourselves when we get married and form a new family, when children are born, when we change jobs, when we change houses. Sublime rebirth for humans, right? And there's even within one reincarnation, we have rebirths. And nature is constantly reminding us the sun comes up and down every day. The animals, the plants, the minerals, they're all in constant renewal as it's meant to be, because improvement is the law of progress. So Emmanuel is going to remind us that days are renewed, seasons are renewed, old trees cut down to produce new shoots. Stones of many millennia take new forms in services of evolution, right? You watch the Colorado River, where the Grand Canyon situation, where water has for millennia carved those structures. Even in the chemistry of the body, you temporarily inhabit, renewal is constant. So remember, he's reminding us the body we temporarily inhabit. So today we have this body, you have this life, this personality. Next reincarnation, it certainly will be different, because you need new experiences that only new bodies can grant us. And renewal in the chemistry and biology of our bodies, as a neuroscientist and biologist I can attest, is constant. How? The air you breathe is renewed. You breathe in, you breathe out, right? You breathe in, more oxygen, concentration in the air, then your lungs, it goes through gas exchange. The oxygen passes into the arteries that will take it to the body. The body picks up the carbon dioxide produced by the cells, and then you exhale there. You still exhale nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon monoxide in different quantities. That's why it's so important to study anatomy, physiology, neurobiology, for us to understand who we are in the physical as well. The food that nourishes you is renewed. We consume the food, and then our digestive system, starting in your mouth with enzymes in your saliva, break down the food. And then the stomach breaks down, and then the intestine and the absorption. So everything is different, even within a meal, which may take several hours, right? The cellular structure supporting you is renewed. The cells of our bodies, under the command of the spirit's mind, are constantly renewing proteins, their cell membranes, repairing DNA, making new enzymes for the metabolism, receiving information from hormones that come out, messengers, chemical messengers. The cleansing that sustains your health is renewed. We shower, we keep our house clean, we decrease the exposure to harmful bacteria and viruses, right? This is cleansing. When we clean, we renew. Renew the air, we renew the physical and the spiritual as well. Therefore, allow your emotion and your ideas to transform yourselves to accomplish the better path. So now we're talking about renewing of our mind, renewing of the traits that we see so much solidified in our lives. I am the way I am. This is what I do. No, we have millennia of reincarnation after reincarnation, what we built, what we are today. In this life, our emotions and ideas can transform ourselves. Thought is life, Emmanuel said in the book Thought and Life. Right? So how do we do this transformation to be a better path? We study, that's what we're doing here. Reason, we do it here. We observe and we meditate. So the more we know about our mind, psychology, our emotions, our environment, our own biology, we can reason, we can observe how we are, how others are, and learn from it. And we can meditate, which allows us to calm down and receive the input of the decrease the input from the stimuli, but receive input from our mentors, from our own minds, so that we can meditate and do better. Always, the law is of improvement. Improvement is a requirement of the law. Improvement for good, of course. Las Bonalici says later, reincarnation will lead you to new struggles and new lessons. So this is just one of our lifetimes. So today, you and I are building the lifetime we want 200, 300 years from now. So what are we building today? What are the new struggles and new lessons we'll have over there in this earth or elsewhere in the world? However, remain convinced that every noble lesson learned today, however obscure or simple, will always be an easy smiling upon you tomorrow. So we don't leave it. We don't say, oh, I'm building my next life. Next life, I take, no. Today, we learn that those very noble lessons of forgiveness, of patience, of kindness, of understanding. Then, next life, those accomplishments will be smiling upon us, meaning we'll have credit when we need throughout the new lessons and the new struggles. So today, we focus on learning as much as we can, that we are renewing each and every day, that we can allow our ideas, our emotions to transform us for the good through study, through reason, through observation, and through meditation. Dear friends, what a blessing to be with you for this session. God willing, we'll be back again with another Learning with Emmanuel series another day. And until then, stay well. Take care of each other, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.